Said, oh God, oh, said, oh God, said, oh God, said, oh God, 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 oh God, said, oh God. Everyone clap your hands. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now you know it then. Said, oh God. Oh God, pray. Said, oh God. Oh God, pray. Said, oh my God, yeah. Oh God, pray. Said, oh God. Oh God, pray. Said, oh my God, yeah. Oh God, pray. Said, oh God. Oh God, pray. Said, oh my God. Oh God, pray. Said, oh God. Oh God, pray. I made a vow to the Lord. And I won't take it back. I made a vow to the Lord. And I won't take it back. Made a vow to the Lord. And I won't take it back. I made a vow to the Lord. And I won't take it back. Said I won't take it back. And I won't take it back. Said I won't take it back. And I won't take it back. Said I won't take it back. And I won't take it back. Said I won't take it back. Let's try it. I won't take it back. Everyone clap your hands. Everyone clap your hands. One more time. Come on. Clap your hands. Made a vow to the Lord. And I won't take it back. Made a vow to the Lord. And I won't take it back. I made a vow to the Lord. And I won't take it back. I made a vow to the Lord. And I won't take it back. Said I won't take it back. And I won't take it back. Said I won't take it back. And I won't take it back. Said I won't take it back. Yeah. And I won't take it back. Said I won't take it back. And I won't take it back. What you say about Jesus? He's alright. 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 What you know about my Jesus? He's alright. What you know about my Jesus? He's alright. What you know about Jesus? He's alright. What you know about Jesus? He's alright. What you say 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 about Jesus? He's alright. 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 How many know that he is all right? And that just don't mean, he's all right. Everything, everything, every doggone thing about Jesus is all right. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the St. James Show, everybody. Welcome to the carnal church sector. Listen here, I am your host. I am your chief apostle, your chief prelate, and I'm looking at a fly on my light. I don't know how that fly got in my house, but I am your apostle, your sweet daddy, St. James. Listen here, we are going to get into some things on tonight. Yes, we are. Appreciate everybody for coming on in and joining me on this wonderful Saturday evening. Thank you for watching. Hit that like button right now. Hit the button and do share. Share on all your media sites. Subscribe. We're almost to 20,000 subscribers. Become a member tonight if you're not a member. Hit the link in the description. And as always, comment respectfully, and there is your donation handle. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on through. We had some people in here earlier. I guess y'all love listening to that. Oh, I'm gonna get that fly. Oh, I'm gonna get you. Y'all love listening to I Own a Lock. We love and we miss
the anointing of Bishop Iona Locke. What's up, Nicola? Good to see you. Sabrina is in the house. You said you missed the kind of service. No cell phones being held up, only the anointing. Exactly. It's like we got to have our cell phones, and can't nobody even get into the church anymore. One Deep and Lokovich, thank you for being a member. Catherine Powell is up in here. The world, according to Money Tot, is here. V. Baker, good to see you as well. Come on. K. Rich said, let's go, let's go, let's go some more. Joshua Grimmett is in the house. Good to see you. Thank you for your support, sir. Princess, thank you for your support and being a member. Cyber Diva, thank you so much for your support. Ray has taken a seat and he's going to act good tonight. Probably not. KL Davis is in the house on tonight, and we appreciate you. Oh, God, you owe God a praise. Yes, you do. Kevin Moore, thank you, sir. Kevin Moore is always in here hanging out with us. Kim is in the house on tonight. Happy holidays. Yes, yes, yes. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Let's see. I don't want to miss anybody. Ray said, I bought another that fly. It's just going to fly around on that light and worry me to death. He is. Ray said, I bought another bottle of XXA. Oh, you bless your heart. Tonight, I am drinking Roscato Blueberry. Let me see if you can see that. I know it's kind of white on white. Doesn't work. I'm trying to see. There we go. Maybe. It's Roscato Blueberry, and it's actually very tasty. Very tasty. It's kind of sparkling, I believe. It's semi-sweet, so it's not that bad. St. James Show. I'm not apostolic tonight. I'm not apostolic. Not on tonight. Prayer Carrington, thank you for joining. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, V. Baker. Thank you so much. That's Bob Saget singing. Yeah. All right, everybody. I appreciate you coming on tonight. Before we get into the main reason why we're here, make sure, everybody, we got to do it a couple of times before we start here. You got to hit that like button for me. You have to share. We would appreciate it. Especially my folks over in Harlem, share. All right. Hit that subscribe button. If you're not subscribed yet, hit the link in the bio to become a member. Mods, please put that membership link in the chat on tonight as well with all of our other support links. All right. And the mods, I need y'all to work for me tonight. Will you do that for me? You can't just have a wrench and just sit in the chat. Wrenches are not just to sit in the chat. They're there to help out the church, the sanctuary on tonight. All right. Make sure you are on your post. My bishop used to say, listen, son, you wasn't on your post. I say, yeah, okay, whatever. But listen, before we get this fly, y'all. Oh, I want to get it. Before we get too deep into our main story on tonight, we're going to go over a few things. What's up, Tasha? What's up, Jay Boogie? Good to see y'all in here tonight. Oh, this fly. Okay, I got to just get it out of my head. How can I get you? Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Oh, I think I got him. No, I didn't get you. That's okay. It's okay. I'm going to get you. I got you. Bye. Shoe fly. Shoe. I got him. Yes, I did. Oh, yes, I did. Oh, I can see the fly. It was getting on my nerves, Cyber Diva. Rest in peace, fly. He was getting on my nerves, so I had to get rid of him. Yep. It sounds real abusive with the camera off. We had to go to work. We had to make sure it was a one-hitter quitter. We can't. We didn't want that fly to be flying around all the sanctuary all service long. You know, some of y'all brought them flies in from your nasty Thanksgiving dinner. Some of y'all did it. You did it. You brought your flies in. I know you did. You brought them in your pocket, in your purse. You know, don't do that no more. Leave them flies outside of the sanctuary. Yes. Probably came in when I got my tree today. I got a Christmas tree, y'all. So pretty soon I'll have things set up in another area where I can go live and you guys can see the tree and see some other stuff. So for right now, this is our, this is what we had. But I did get my tree delivered today. So, and I went to some place where they delivered it. I'm like, I'll see you next year. That's my problem with, getting a real tree. I definitely don't want to scratch up my car and put it on the roofs of them. No. But then I ain't gonna rent nothing to get a tree or nothing like that. So they actually delivered it. So $20, I'll pay it. Yeah, no problem whatsoever. All right, y'all, come on in, y'all. Somebody is hitting me up. Let me make sure this is not important. Oh, my sister. Do we need reservation for mom? Yeah, you make the reservations too. I'm not. Who's this? Oh, now they didn't give my number. Oh, all right, y'all. They just want to bug you and bug you and bug you. That's my kind of care. Right. Listen, I wasn't carrying nothing in it. Thank you for bringing the tree. And I think they had just got out there today. So, they was willing to, before they raised the fees of deliveries and all that, I was probably their first or second customer since they've been out there. So they were ready to just, do whatever I wanted to do. Of course, they were like, you want the tree up here? Or you want the tree back there? Because back there was more expensive. I said, right around the middle. You ain't getting me on tonight. What's up, Lady of Elegance? We want to say a very happy birthday to the one and only maestro, wonderful man himself, Richard Smallwood. We appreciate your dedicated service to us in music. You are one of our supreme icons, legends. Come on, put something in the chat for none other than our maestro himself, Richard Smallwood. Come on, everybody. Yes. We appreciate the gifting of the right reverend. I think they didn't gave him something too. He might be doctor, he might be this, he might be that. But them kind of folk deserve it. They're actually skilled and talented and very warranted of whatever honorary or real deal they get. So happy birthday, Reverend. I'm just saying that, so don't y'all trip out. Richard Smallwood. Yes, he is the epitome of excellence. Yes, he is. And we are still praying. We're still praying for Bishop Thomas Dexter Jakes as he's recovering for whatever episode he had last Sunday. We know it's been a very, very busy week here on these social media streets. He has issued a lawsuit against his accuser, and I got a feeling next week, y'all, is going to be a big week. I just feel it down in my sanctified, Holy Ghost fire baptized soul that next week, I think we will see some good movement in this lawsuit to figure out which direction are we going here with not only the defendant or who will be added to the co-conspirator list or the co-defendant list. But let's look at the progress of Bishop Jakes coming out of the hospital. I posted this and you guys put over 130,000 views. Over 130,000 views. Those comments, most of them were positive. Most of them were positive.
Good night, Dan. That's good.
Here we are.
Grateful.
Hang tight, sir. We're just waiting to get the key to open the car.
Okay. I'm grateful to y'all, all the people who prayed, all the people who texted, all the people who had prayer vigils, all the people who were concerned and sent love and sent notes. Just grateful. Thank you. Didn't have to turn out this way. Just grateful. Not afraid to die. Don't want to hurt my kids. who love me, the church who needs me, the world who called me, the God who sent me. Sometimes you just got to be grateful.
So we're yet praying for Bishop Jakes. We believe God is going to give him the unction to function and to carry this lawsuit all the way to victory's end. I believe, I have a strong feeling that the Lord is going to do it. Someone said he's looking better than he was last Sunday. Yeah, he is. Listen, yeah, there's a lot of backpedaling going on, and Brock, a whole lot of backpedaling, a whole lot of videos trying to reaffirm, but we're not here for that on tonight. We are just going to wish Bishop Jakes a speedy recovery, because he needs the energy to fight the devil, to fight the enemy. But the Bible says, just hold your peace and let the Lord fight your battles. In this sense, the Lord is his attorneys. God has given the attorneys the authority to act on his behalf. And I believe he will. Oh, yes, he will. So we're going to wait and with tiptoe anticipation. Next week should be big. Hit that like button, everybody. Please hit that like button. I went and downloaded this here right here, Ray. This here right here, Ray. This here blessed my spirit on today. That kept me, and that remake of Better Lord, Better Lord, da, 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 Better Lord, Better Lord. Let me tell you, that remake is hot. It gives you a little Ike and Tina Turner type of deal. I guarantee if you start doing them Tina Turner moves, it'll fit right up in there. But this album is something on it for everybody. PJ Morton is on there. Bishop Marvin Winans is on there. Must have been before he fell out, because he was sounding good. Bishop Marvin Winans is on there. PJ, some other folks. Let me tell you, this is a good album. If you don't have it, I would suggest that you go ahead and download that bad boy and make Auntie Doe, yes, traveling with L Star, make Auntie Doe your listening pleasure for tomorrow morning when you wake up, and maybe this evening as you're getting ready to go to church or doing your decorating of your Christmas stuff. She was helping me out. So this one is good. Kept Me. It's one of the kind of a spin of one of the hymns. And then that Better Lord at that end is just that's just great. It is just wonderful. All right. So make sure you go and download that. I did it on my Apple Music, so it is on there. Better Lord, not Better Luck. Better Lord, make me better. You know, that old school one. Richard is a dear friend. Oh, is he? Yeah, we love Richard. We love him. She's behind. Make me better, Lord. Ooh, please make me better. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Better Lord, Better Lord, Better Lord. Y'all know Better Lord. Come on, make me better. Yeah, that's the old school from back in the day. Y'all know that one. You said, if you had to sell me on it, one track, which one should I listen to? Better, Make Me Better and Kept Me is good. One of those. Well, we know, remix, is that. But that Kept Me, that's good. For all my beautiful Baptist folks, since we going Baptist tonight, we're in Harlem tonight. We're over at the Abyssinian Baptist Church there in Harlem, New York. So for all my Baptist folk, Kept Me is the song for y'all on Auntie Doe's new release. Yes, it is. It'll take you there. It'll take you where you want to go. There's Not a Friend. I love that song, Jay Mouse. Oh, is that Jay Mouse? There's Not a Friend. Okay. Yeah, it's hot. It's hot. Eric McDaniel's remake. Maybe Determined is Determined a Eric McDaniel's remake. Let me see that. Is that what it is? Okay. Determined is good too. It's a good CD. Is it on there? Okay. But I don't see. They don't have a song Determined though. It's called Determined, the CD, but I don't see a song on there called Determined. I don't know. Maybe Boston Jones. Maybe is it another song or what? Oh yeah, I'm Baptist. Oh, all right. Everybody says she Baptist to the end. Well, you gonna love that. You gonna really love it. You said hopefully this will help the church to be build. Uh-huh. Yes, sir. Okay. Madness on. What was this here, Father? Oh yeah, I seen that one. All right. So tonight, everybody, after the show, after you get off of here, not now, after you get off here, run over there to Lifetime and check out the BB Winans We Three Kings. All right. No smart Alec comments in the chat now. Somebody asked me what the three Korean boys gonna be in. I don't know. They might do maybe the Three Kings or the Korean boys. I don't know. But make sure that you check out that. Want to support gospel music, want to support African American productions. And listen, I'm glad that I see some artists that are making money and doing other things besides just singing. We know you can sing. You got that covered. But listen, get in there and act. I liked Kirk Franklin did one last year, I believe, off a Lifetime or something. And that movie wasn't bad. It wasn't really corny. It was pretty good. So maybe they'll play that one again as well. I forget what it was called. I think it was on Lifetime. It may have been on TV One. Not too sure. But BB Winans is We Three Kings. So I don't know. So we'll see. We'll check that out tonight. It's coming out tonight. So make sure you check that out. All right. Hit that like button, everybody. Let's get to 300 in this chat. All right. Mm-hmm. Everybody done did Better Lord, Shardy Shar. I heard some good versions, but I really love Dorinda's version. He can be a little more grand. Right. He can. Yeah. He can be as grand and as he wants. Yeah. Y'all good with Benjamin? Oh, come on. Give Benjamin a view. Give old Benjamin a view. Come on now. Don't do that. Don't be like that. All right, everybody. Let's get to it. We are in Harlem. We are down the street at the Abyssinian Baptist Church. And if those of you who aren't aware of the Abyssinian Baptist Church, it's a very mainstay historical Baptist church in Harlem, New York, and it was pastored by the late great Reverend Calvin Butts. I believe he was the third or so. But this year he passed. No, he passed away. I think it was either this year or last year, or a couple of years, not too sure. But he's recently passed away, and since his passing, Dr. Kevin Johnson on the far right has been, let me use my words wisely here. He has been put in position as pastor over there as Abyssinian Baptist Church. Now, after he was put in position, there was a lawsuit put into the court system by some of the members of Abyssinian, some of the members who've been there for a very, very long time. They're stating that the pastoral selection committee did not follow the bylaws according to what was set up, church bylaws in regards to picking and choosing and electing a new pastor. They have a whole laundry list of things that they say were not done. Now, since Pastor Kevin Johnson has been over there, there has been, oh my goodness, people have been fired left and right. People have been thrown out of the church. People have been, folks who have been there for 25 years plus, have been asked to leave or kicked out or terminated or been threatened with being arrested. Could you imagine all of this happening at what's his name, Warnock's best friend's church over there in Harlem? Raphael Warnock, is the good friend of, he was a son, I guess, of Abyssinian. He's a good friend of Kevin Johnson. He told the saints last time, listen, y'all just leave it alone. Leave it alone. God can handle it better than you can, pretty much. Leave it alone and just let him be the pastor. Then people said, oh, hell no. We just ain't gonna leave it alone. We Baptist bred, Baptist to the day we dead. We ain't gonna leave nothing. They've thrown out civil rights activists, Congressman Adam Clayton Powell, once pastor. They throwing out these folks. Oh, that's what I thought. That was a couple of years off. Yeah. So listen, they're throwing everybody out of there. They're just throwing them out. And there's a lot of other suspicious stuff going on over there. Really suspicious. But let's go back a little bit. Let's talk about the history, a little bit of Dr. Kevin Johnson, who's the pastor who has been put in place over there. He was the pastor of Bright Star Church in Philadelphia. There was some stuff going on there, blah, blah, blah. He said, I didn't do it. They kicked me out, people were holding up tithes and offerings. They didn't like them. We read the story last time. I do have a playlist right here on the channel that says Abyssinian Baptist Church. So make sure all these videos you will find under that playlist. So if you like a little bit more history, go over there after the show and get a little bit more history of what I'm talking about. But he was the pastor in Philadelphia. Then he left that church and started his own church called Dare to Imagine Church in Philly as well. Once he left the Baptist church, Bright Star, he started a non-denominational church, Dare to Imagine. That's a big problem too. He's carried his non-denomination in their minds, the people who are kind of who are disgruntled as the way what things are going and how the process went with the election of the pastor. They're really kind of saying that he's really trying to bypass all pretty much Baptist traditions, what they've done, what they have in the bylaws, and he's pretty much putting this non-denominational type of atmosphere at Abyssinian. And they not with it. They not with it. It just sounds like the bling bishop. My God. But we have a question. I have a few questions. Now I need Jives' corny little thing. I got a question. We have a question tonight. Now he's left Dare to Imagine Church to pastor the Abyssinian Baptist Church in Harlem. Now, here's the new pastor of Dare to Imagine Church, okay? Let's talk about this. They did a wonderful article on him in September. Dare to Imagine Church has a new pastor. Meet Reverend George Fultz. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. The second. This is him. This is the Right Reverend Fultz. Hopefully, like I say, I don't know how to pronounce that. All right. It says one of the fastest growing churches in Philadelphia has named a new pastor after its founder accepted a leadership position for a historic congregation in New York City. The Dare to Imagine Church in Mount Airy has named Reverend George Fultz the second to replace the Reverend Kevin Johnson, who is now senior pastor of the Abyssinian Baptist Church in Harlem. All right. Fultz most recently served as the youth pastor of the Good Life Youth Ministry at First Church of God in Columbus, Ohio. Any Columbus? Where are my Columbus folk? Ain't you over there in Columbus, Terrence? Under the leadership of Bishop Timothy J. Oh, I know Bishop Timothy J. Oh, Church of God. Okay. I used to go to Westside Church of God here in my city, and they would bring Timothy J. Clark. They were Church of God, not Church of God in Christ. Don't get it mixed up. Church of God. Okay. It's coming to me because I like, you remember Timothy J. Clark preached recently at Potter's house and he almost said shit. Remember he almost said shit when he was preaching? Yeah, he almost said it. That was him. According to Good Life's website, the church's youth ministry rapidly grew from just a handful of Bible students to hundreds of students attending Good Life services and events in 2 years under Fruit's leadership. The Harrisburg native has also served in various positions at the World Overcomers Christian Church in Durham, North Carolina, with the ministry with over 10,000 members. While there, he was afforded opportunities to impact thousands of youth and young adults as he served and led their youth, young adult, and college ministries. Somebody in the chat, please tell me, when was the lawsuit against Abyssinian filed? I just remembered something. If somebody can put the date in there, I can probably go back and see it in my notes, but I was just trying, if somebody knew it, just put it in the chat. In addition to his new role at Dare to Imagine, Fruitz is currently pursuing his doctorate in organizational and strategic leadership at Southwestern University in Lakeland, Florida. Okay, October. Was it in October? Okay, all right, thank you. Fruitz holds a bachelor's degree in criminal justice from North Carolina A&T State University, a Master of Divinity degree from Duke Divinity School. Isn't he just sound like he's very qualified? He obtained a certificate in youth theology and leadership from Princeton Theological Seminary. Fruitz is known for powerful sermons and now popularized on YouTube. The new pastor believes that he was purposed and prepared to be a resounding voice of change within the body of Christ. Fruitz will be accompanied by his beautiful wife, Shalania Fruitz, and their 3 children, George L. Fruitz III, Rosario, and Cario. I don't think that's where you pronounce that because I've seen that before, but maybe. Dare to Imagine, located at 6610 Anderson Avenue, was founded in 2014 with 20 members in Johnson's home after, it was booted from a Bright Star. The Philadelphia ministry has boasts a congregation of over 1,500 members on a 6.8 acre campus, supports local organizations that provide services to people in need. Let me repeat that again. Supports local organizations that provide to people in need, and is the main arm to the Dare to Imagine Community Development Corporation. No. I know it hasn't been settled. I want to know when it was filed. That's my question. I want to know when it was filed. Yeah. When all the lawsuits were filed. When were they filed? All right. So we know a little bit about the pastor of Dare to Imagine Church. Now, seems very qualified. He has history. He was a successful youth pastor. A lot of times youth pastors, people gauge how they could possibly take over a church and pastor a church by how they raise up the youth and young adult and the college. That's how people kind of gauge a lot of times. So that's kind of important to pastoral search committees. So let's hear a word from Pastor George. And what's he talking about?
As a leader for over 20 years, one of the major lessons that I have learned is that you have to pray before you pick. When it comes to who you allow to serve, you have to pray before you pick. Why? Because people are a major part of our ministry presentation. And what I have found is that every person with a great gift is not a great fit. There's a fit for everyone, but everyone does not fit everywhere. And one of the mistakes that we make in churches is because we are desperate for help, because we are desperate for people, we put people in areas that aren't conducive for their success. The right people or the wrong people can make or break your youth environment or any environment. And I would rather hurt your feelings in a moment than hurt the ministry long term. Youth Mac in a minute. Take that with you.
Interesting. He talks about the wrong man being put in position that can ultimately destroy your church. Well, for some strange reason, Pastor George never received any keys to the kingdom. He never actually stepped foot in Dare to Imagine Philadelphia after being selected as pastor. I reached out to the pastor and I asked him, I said, Pastor George, why did you not walk into the church? Why are you not the current pastor of Dare to Imagine Church in Philadelphia as the media has depicted you? He says, well, actually, I don't want to misquote. I don't want to misquote him. I want to make sure that I be very integral as to what he says. He said, they did name me the pastor, but about a week before, both parties went their separate ways. A week before, he was supposed to receive the keys to the kingdom. Both parties went their separate ways. And I asked him, can you share with me the reason for your decision not to proceed? He went on to say, no. It was just in the best interest for both parties not to move forward. And I said, okay, thank you. St. James believes someone smelt a little lawsuit smoke. Someone possibly were a little frightened as to these folks is over here upset. If I make this very qualified young pastor, and then all of a sudden this lawsuit don't go the way I want it to go, they kick me out of Abyssinian. Where do I go? That's a theory. Because currently, Pastor Dr. Kevin Johnson is still the pastor of Dare to Imagine Church in Philadelphia and the current pastor of Abyssinian Baptist Church in Harlem. Why is that? Dr. George, you didn't want to tell me. I understand. But Dr. Kevin, why can't you relinquish the church in Philadelphia? Do you have some concerns yourself about the election process? About the pastoral search committee process? Kim says competition. It's my sanctified imagination. Yep. I'm just in my sanctified. Cyber Diva said, yes, they're holding a place at Dare to Imagine for Reverend Dr. Johnson, possibly. But if everything was done on the up and up, you wouldn't worry about going back to Philadelphia. So let's dig a little deeper into this tonight, because there's a lot going on over there. These folks there's been folks that have been there for years that have been threatened to be arrested if they came back, step back foot into Abyssinian. Deacons, deacons have been terminated. All this stuff has been going on over there. Oh, it's being advertised as vacant. Okay, case New York was filed in early October. The minister at Dare was not willing to drink the Kool-Aid. What's up, Inspire? And it's heating up over there. As someone mentioned earlier, there's a professor of Yale that's been going to Abyssinian by the name of Dr. Ebony Marshall Terman. Where's she at? And according to the chat, they say she's put a lawsuit out there again or something or other. Let me grab something here. Let me share. Ooh, I don't want to bring all that up. Hold on. Let me do something. I don't want to bring everything up. Y'all don't need to see everything yet. Okay, is that one? Okay, come up. And I'll bring up number 2. 1 and 2. Okay, let's do 1 first. Let's do 1. Dr. Ebony Marshall posted this on her website, on her Facebook, and we're going to investigate this thing here. She says, can y'all see that? Oh, y'all can't see it. I don't think you can. Am I sharing it? Let me pull her down. Hold on. Let me share that. Share. It's not sharing. Oh, there it is. It's just slow. Slow as out molasses. Okay. All right. This is my response to what was announced at the Abyssinian Baptist Church today following invitational. This was November 10th. All right. After threatening to have me arrested several months ago if I came to worship, it has now been decided by Abyssinian's fraudulent pastor and the joint boards that insurgent members, can come to worship without threat or arrest. They just cannot participate in ministry. Evidently, this is Dr. Ebony Marshall speaking. You can beat your wife and be on the deacon board. My God, on today. Cheat on your spouse and be on the trustee board. Oh, God. Have 5 baby daddies, mamas, and sing in the choir. My God, today. Make a joyful noise. Snort that white girl while directing the choir. Ooh, it does make you move a little bit faster. Lie, embezzle funds, plagiarize sermons, split churches, going out and coming in, and preach from the pulpit, and more. But they draw the line at those who desire to hold the church accountable for its sin. Those who are, in fact, trying to participate in saving the church from itself. It's stealing, lying, cheating, sexism, heterosexism, and misogynoir serving in a ministry. Boy, bye. Let he who is without sin cast the first stone. Everybody gets to participate at the Lord's table. Everybody, not just those who agree with you. That's my first book of the doctrine of incarnation. Now, let's see the second one. It'll pop up slowly. Oh, no, that's not the second one. That was the first one. Let's see. Did I do the second one? Oh, there it is. Okay, there it is. That's my first book. The church is sick. Okay, this is the second one. But it's above us now. Let the court decide. Sin and this decision of the fraudulent pastor should not be blamed on Brian Pete, the church's attorney. As imp as he has proven himself to be, I am certain he would not dare to attempt to make a ecclesiastical decision. This is not Pete. This is pulpit fear. Pulpit fear. The church is under several active lawsuits, several, and he should be scared. They, the joint boards, should be scared. Scared, scared. I volunteer for the women's ministry. Boy, the daughter. Okay? So these are coming out of Abyssinian church from members who have been there for years upon years upon years. Bernita says everyone has their place. Well, let's go here. Lady, let me see, let me get this right. Lady, I can't say lady elect because that's still in litigation. I don't know if she's Lady Elect Johnson. Let's just call her Sister Johnson. Sister Kimya Johnson. Well, she got a few words to say too. Y'all gonna talk? She gonna talk. Let me see here. I want to cancel that. Y'all think y'all can talk? You know, sometimes first ladies need to stay out of it. I'm just saying. Sometimes first ladies need to stay out of it. I don't mean no harm. I don't mean to be sexist or anything, but sometimes y'all need to stay out of it. Take this down. Are you going to pop up? Thank you. Appreciate it. First Lady, for now, Kamaya Johnson. This post is not for everyone, and most may not comprehend it, but I feel led to say this because someone needs it. I recently attended our church leadership retreat and learned that I have a very justice-oriented, logical-driven, and straightforward personality type. And though I have secondary traits that are more loving, I can be very direct when the situation dictates it. My leadership style has served my legal practice and my faith practice as well. If you sue or slander people in a church, then you don't get to serve with them. Dr. Ebony Marshall Thurman, that's what she's telling you. Shorthand, sue or slander equals no serve. Seems simple, seems logical, seems like common sense to Lady Johnson. And not only seems, but is biblical. Why you made a choice to actively harm, not heal, and your choices have consequences. One consequence is people do not want to be subject to your negative, self-obsessed, and toxic musings, or your godless presence. Oh, you ain't got no God in you, she said. And we won't make them. People want safety, salvation, and solace. Those with an actual pastoral calling understand the biblical call to love, unify, and uplift the people. We know our commandment is to point people to God. We know God is not the author of confusion, and he is not the master of lies. If you specialize in those things, you should not feel. What's the other one say? What is the other one say? Let me pull the last one up. Y'all hold on with me. Hold on with me. Yeah, it's that one. Yeah, let's see. Let's share that. Pop up. Oh, I don't want this one. Oh, there it is. That it is. If you suicide people in the church and you don't say, okay, we got that, okay. All right. Seems only but fair. Why did okay, feel welcome. We know shepherds will protect the flock from the wolves at all times. The wolves will always howl, but those who understand their calling and their role will always remain unmoved and unnerved. And the flock keeps moving. We know, as Grandpa told us, the howls of a hurt dog are the loudest. There's a lot of big talk over there, y'all. There's a lot of big talking over there from the first family. They sound like they saying "nuck if you buck." They said, "Sit down, First Lady." That's what they said. Let's get into some movement that has been going on over at the Abyssinian Baptist Church. Just 3 measly months. 3 months. In 3 months, there has been so many terminations, threats of arrest, some other stuff, and some other stuff. I'm still having the question, why wasn't Pastor George given the keys to the church over at Dare to Imagine? Could it be that Pastor Johnson know something about to go down in Harlem and he got to run back to Philly to sustain that income? Wife sound like she an attorney. Is she an attorney? She an attorney, y'all? They said, is the First Lady wrong, though? I don't know about that. Listen. That's for y'all to answer. I'm just bringing it to you. You know, if you sue the church, should you serve? That's what she said. If you sue the church, should you serve in that same church? It's a question worth observing, isn't it? I think it is. I know I wouldn't want you around if you're suing me. But you know, that's them. Let me get this. Hold on, y'all. All right. Not here. Your time. Is it this one? Not that one. Not that one. Here we go. Kamisha Peak was a church administrator of the highest caliber who also a local activist in the community. She had not been with us for as long as Naomi. I'll talk about Naomi in a minute. But we love and miss her. She was also allegedly not fired for a particular reason. So there's no reasons given out over here. They're just letting people go. Bye. Kamisha Peak. Dr. Johnson also fired Naomi Graham. This was all reported to me, all right? It was reported to me. 1 week before Thanksgiving. One week before Thanksgiving. It was reported to me that Dr. Johnson fired Naomi Graham. I knew a Naomi Graham, God rest her soul. Not this one, though. After serving Abyssinian, the Butts family, and Pastor Butts for over 2 decades, he seemed to be getting rid of a lot of the older people. He don't want nothing new but old but money. That just sounds to me. He don't want nothing old but money over there. Because he been getting rid of all the older people. If you're a certain age, it seems like you gotta go. So Miss Graham, for the rest of her life, is scared Thanksgiving and Christmas will never be the same. Fired during the holidays by the pastor of Dare to Imagine and the pastor of Abyssinian Baptist Church. Possibly could have been handled better. I don't know. Okay. Thank you. Who just sent me that? I got it. I'll read it in a minute. Get it verbal. Pastor Kevin and Alexis Thomas get into a verbal fight over runaway expenses. Alexis is the chair of the board of trustees for 20 plus years. She has also been completely ignored Abyssinian members' vehement requests for a comprehensive financial report since Dr. Butts' death. Also, Dr. Butts erected a building, Abbey West, in his honor on the church property to the tune of close to $12 million. And Alexis was the point person on the project. And after his death, Alexis informed the church in a meeting that we suddenly need to raise an additional $1 million for the project, even though the project was supposedly complete. Alexis was also a pastoral search committee member who gave Kevin Johnson a yes vote and was skipping, or rather stomp jumping around the church with those big Let me go ahead and read on from that. Now they are publicly fighting about money. In church meetings within the first 3 months, greedy people always butt heads at the money table, but it is supposed to be God's table, my God. And we all know about him, the deacon C. Vernon Mason was let go. I had the documents for them. Jasmine G. McFarland, White, she out. Kevin Magruder, out. We're not sure if they gonna kick Clarence E. Ball third out. He's still dangling by a string, I think. He may be on his way out too. Now, I read you the thing about Dr. Ebony. They said the Pastor Johnson called the police on Dr. Ebony. She's one of the ones suing. She's a highly respected professor over there at Yale. Rose Haggard, Rashad Moore, get ready. Dr. Moore, you're on ice. They say you're very ego-driven, Dr. Johnson. Is that true? Are you throwing around your ego over there? What's going on? Let's get into this. We still got some more to talk about that. I ain't named all the names yet. Hold on. Hold, please. Let me look into this. Oh, no, I don't want to share all of that. Hold on. That was Ebony. That was somebody else. The sad part about it, they were saying that, that they give away, they have a big, huge giveaway every year over at Abyssinian. They give away turkeys or what have it, to the homeless and people in the community. And for some strange reason, that was not done this year. It wasn't done. But the question of the hour was, that wasn't done. Let me see here. But why? Let me just share this. There's a lot of clicking going on tonight, y'all. Y'all just bear with me. Where's that one at? Is that it? No, that's him. I'll just take it from here. Okay. Yeah, I'll just take it from here. Now, that didn't happen at Abyssinian, but over there at Dare to Imagine this Thanksgiving, the table was spread for the community. This I'm saying, I don't know if it's a bunch of playing in the faces. I don't know what's going on over there at Abyssinian, but he is sure trying to make sure that things over there at Dare to Imagine, it seems that way. That's kind of how it seems, that he's really trying to make sure that the Dare to Imagine stays intact. Let's see. Is it going to share? Yeah, here we go.
p.m. to 2 p.m. as we give away 125 turkeys to our wonderful community. Register now at d2ip.org/turkey and be a part of something meaningful. Let's spread love and gratitude together.
Amen. Amen. Well, beloved, we are 1 week away from our turkey giveaway. And I want to encourage you to be a blessing to other families. All you have to do is to text GIVE to 34,000 and use the category of Dare to Bless. When you give $25 or $50, whatever it is, that will help us purchase turkeys that we can give away to families who are in need. Let's bless God now through our gift.
Why was the community outreach stopped at Abyssinian this year, but it went on at Dare to Imagine in Philadelphia? Something that they had been doing for what, 60 years or so at Abyssinian? You mean to tell me the church wasn't giving for the community to have a giveaway this year in Harlem? Did I miss something? Dare to Imagine had theirs. Oh, yes, they did. This is wild. This is why it just brings up a lot of questions. Let me see. Someone sent me something else. Okay, I cut off the conversation with Dr. Ebony. Let me go back. You know, Dr. Kimmy said, "Hit dog will holler," but Dr. Ebony says, "But I'm going to keep it all the way 100 in Jesus' strong name. To fraudulent so-called first ladies who could never, especially the one who hasn't practiced law in years, but should know something about diversity, equity, and inclusion, but instead is out here trying to do biblical hermeneutics to exclude, I'll get back to that in a minute, to exclude those who oppose lies, theft, and fraud. Girl, a Bible scholar you are not. How do you go to work to include people, but go to church to exclude people? Sit pretty, elder sis. You don't have the range. My God. My God. There is still some lingering things in regards to Bright Star, Bright Hope, whatever Bright over there in Philadelphia, the church that Dr. Johnson was at before he went to he founded Dare to Imagine. There was still some lingering issues and some, accusations and things and that type of thing. But I don't know, in the chat, do you think that this is something that the Abyssinian members should be going after, or should they just let it go? Should they have just let it go and allow him to be pastor and allow him to do what he wants to do? Do you think the committee or the people that put these lawsuits in action, do you think that they are in error? Or do you believe that they have every right to protect the church and to protect the process of the election process of the pastor? What do you think? Because and the sad thing about, I haven't heard Pastor Johnson preach, but they say they be over there embarrassed. They say he don't properly know how to exegese and ukulese the scriptures. I think what y'all got, I mean, from the outside looking in, it just looks like y'all got the most popular person that will grow the church. Kind of like the Jamal Bryant theory about how he got New Birth. He was probably about the best person to pull New Birth out of debt, still give them the notoriety that they need. And it seems like this is the New Birth syndrome without the talent. We talk about Jamal and we know what his proclivities seem to be, but he does have the talent to to throw out the scriptures and to preach. We do give him the preach. He can do that. Okay. You see that protecting the church bag. Okay. Okay. You think that protecting the church bag? He feels when he represents I know how that secondhand embarrassment feels when it represents your own church. Okay. And supposedly Kevin Johnson was Butt's preference to succeed him. Okay. Is that documented anywhere? I don't know. As they need to keep the lawsuit. Oh, they need to keep. Okay. They said they need to keep the lawsuit and kick him out. Okay. This is really, really messy. And now, I was hoping that I didn't see the First Lady get involved in this, because it's going to take it somewhere really that it doesn't really have to go. That Kathy White is saying, follow the church bylaws. Yeah, church he's not here to verify that. So that's what I'm saying. Is there any proof, anything, affidavit, anything? Yeah. There was a couple of other points I wanted to hit. Let's see here. Because people have donated year-round. Let's see here. Abyssinian members people are saying that all the community-facing programs have been cut at the church, including Thanksgiving baskets for Harlem families in need. As we just saw, that was cut at Abyssinian, but it went on as business as usual over there in Philadelphia at his first church that he's currently pastor of. It may say vacant, but we see who the face was. We see who the face was. But they still gave away turkeys. People donate year round, so So where did all the money go suddenly? That's the question of the, if people are donating year round to have these, these families fed for Thanksgiving time and other time, where did that money go? Can you imagine being one of the families who have been counting on one of these turkeys for decades, suddenly finding out on Thanksgiving week that a 60-year-old program had been discontinued? Okay. I don't think Pastor Butts would have appreciated that. Hit that like button for me, everybody. Please hit that like button if you have not. But they did give it away at his non-denominational church, just not his Baptist church. Now, Deacon Boy, they calling you y'all a bunch of spineless fellers over there. They don't like y'all. They say y'all not standing up for the church. Y'all letting things just go on. Do y'all have a backbone? Do you have any faith in God and faith in the church and faith in how y'all been running the church, in the past? Maybe not. Because they're saying you're useless. As Dr. Ebony called y'all a bunch of woman beaters and snorters and a bunch of stuff going on over there. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Allegedly. I don't know. No idea. That's what they say. You making that much, huh? Wow. Oof. That's how much that his housing costs a month. Jesus. My God. Philadelphia, I think your pastor's coming back. My opinion. Again, I don't have anything against Dr. Kevin Johnson. I don't know him. But as the things being presented to me, it definitely seems as if there was a lot of shade shifting, a lot of shady stuff that has gone on in this whole process. And in 3 months, 3 measly months, a lot of the main people have been terminated. People who know a lot, people who know where things should be, people who know, artifacts and things that are very important to the church, documents that are important to the church, all this stuff. It seems the way that those folks are being booted out. Why? Why is the question? We all know that when new pastors come in, as I said before, there's always some new administration somewhere. There's some new things that have gone on. But I always side-eye when people are kicking out main people and it seems to me, in my eyes, it's like you want to make sure, first of all, that you're not held accountable as you should be held accountable. You possibly want to make sure that, that's off the table. You said them dragons have been paid to stand down. It seems to me too, and Deanna, those the deacons or what have you, they're sitting back and letting, people be threatened and of arrest and things like that. That they're all protecting mismanagement of funds. The community has to suffer because they are infighting and nobody wants to be accountable for the money, Rosalind. I guess that's the community has to suffer. He fired Butts' administrator. Well, of course. Let me see what else I forgot. Now, this is something separate. This is something I thought about something up. This ain't got nothing to do with this right here. But y'all do know when people leave churches, it ain't got nothing to do with what we're talking about here today. But when people leave churches, sometimes documents come up missing. You know, sometimes the shredders are full. That's just something that's for not this particular situation. Just saying. I've heard of that happening in the past at some, you know, when people leave churches, all of a sudden documents and things disappear. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? That's just something I want y'all to pay attention to. Not this situation. I'm talking about if you encounter that in your lives, you know, somebody leaves a church, throw out the shredders. What's up? You going live tonight, Marcellus? I think you got a burning in your spirit. I feel it. I feel a burning in your spirit. Oh, she know where the bones are laid. Oh. I don't want to dwell on this too much. Listen. Any questions for me in the chat? Any questions? Oh, this is a mess. This is wild. My question is the whole the selection committee. You remember we had the chairwoman. She quit abruptly. You know, she smelt the smoke and fire, and she got the hell out of there. But then y'all just continue as business as usual. I guess that's just a business, huh? Yeah. Things are missing. And he treated her terrible. What's missing? Missing? Bishop L.J. Rivers says Dr. Hoger was supposed to be the pastor. He has a heart for the people. I'm glad he is not caught up in this mess. Ooh. Let me tell you, I'll be like, deuces, Shelby. Let me let y'all deal with this. But then on the flip side of that, I understand after you put so much of your life into a ministry and you've raised family in the ministry and you experience life in the ministry, and then a alleged wrong selection comes and tears up the ministry and dismantles it, it could be disheartening just to turn away. You seem like you do want to just stick there and really save the history and the integrity of the church, of the ministry. How do you think this will end? I think it will probably end, if anything, it will end in a new selection process ordered by the courts, possibly. Because if they lay it out correctly, and from what I'm seeing, there's some stuff coming up missing and some stuff coming up, you know, where's Waldo? I think the judge may say there just has to be, and we know if there's another election process, more than likely Kevin Johnson will be back in Philadelphia. Because, you know, even with it, you just don't want to deal with a whole lot of this stuff going on. And it's just too many things that just don't seem right with this whole election process and how it's going now. Yeah. Yeah. Kathy White, selection has been transparent as they said it would be. All of this mess could have been avoided. But see, and the thing about it, all the quorums and things that they needed to do proper voting and things they said were not there. So you can't vote on something, but your bylaw says there has to be a certain amount of people there to vote. But according to the documents and according to what they presented to the court, all that stuff was not followed. So if things were not followed according to how they were supposed to go, then of course people are not going to be transparent in the election process. Because as we said before, and we read before, there wasn't much transparency. It was all of a sudden, oh, Dr. Johnson is the pastor. Woo, woo, woo. And the other one was like, wait a minute. How? But then there was they're saying there was some preferential treatment given to Pastor Johnson. He had Raphael Warnock come in and run his mouth a little bit, move him on in there. So, there is a lot of interesting things. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Yolanda Isaac. Appreciate you. Yeah, so where is Mrs. Butts in all this? Good question. Is she still going to the church? Anybody know that question? I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, they said Warnock is a warlock. Oh, that's what they said, Warnock. They said you're a warlock. He came in there talking like a politician for his friend. I'm going to say that. He definitely came in there talking like a politician. In other words, this is what it is. Y'all need to just let it be and let it go. No, they can't let it be and let it go if it wasn't done right, Warnock. They can't do that. You wouldn't want that to happen with you. If somebody won an election, you think they stole an election for you, wouldn't you do a recount and sue? Warnock definitely would. You said no, the courts do not like to be involved in church process. They refer them back to the documents and the people will have to decide. Okay. Are we thinking the people will probably decide with Kevin Johnson, JT? Are you thinking that he has enough backing now to go ahead and stay as pastor? If that's what's decided? Oh, she has dementia. Oh, no, she's not interested in what y'all doing then. You said your pastor Warnock is a politician. He is a politician. Yeah. And we knew that Kevin Johnson was trying to be a politician as well. And they pretty much forced his hand in Philadelphia at his prior church. They were like, we don't want a politician for a pastor. So I don't think he ever got that out of his system. I think he still has some desire to be a politician. And it may be a good move for him to be an Abyssinian, because a lot of politicians and good civil community leaders, civil rights activists, community leaders, strong community leaders that come out of Abyssinian. So, we know we're going to be, that's coming up the pike. If he stays in, that's definitely coming up the pike. Yeah. The people, you said the people don't like the bad publicity, so they'll probably just keep him in. You think that's what it is? 1,000 people did not vote. Wow, that's a lot of votes. That's almost as many votes as they said the Church of God in Christ didn't get a chance to vote. Oh, but as some say, that was a selection, not an election. And it seems like, according to the, what others are saying, see, the Abyssinian had a selection as well and did not have an election. It just seems that way. Yeah. Church and politics don't win, but people try to do it. You know what they do, Deanna? They look at Martin Luther King, civil rights activists, social justice pastor. They look at all that and they figure, listen, I can be MLK too. That's what they think. If any members of past and present would like to come up and have a few words in regards to this, this only for past or present membership of Abyssinian, you can click that link and come up and have a few words, speak your mind, maybe give some clarification on something that I said, or some additional words that you would like to say in regards to this case, feel free to hit that link and come on up and share your heart. I think this is a really disparaging situation. But my biggest thing was, if there was, I think if there wouldn't have to be a lawsuit if it was laid out, like they said, very transparent into the steps that were taken in order to get Kevin Johnson in. And if those steps were right, there should never have been a lawsuit, because it should have just been very transparent. You asked for, just like they say, and they asking for some financial transparency right now. And it seems that that's not happening. You know, it's always the money with these new pastors. It's always the money. I think these pastors see bigger churches when they get a bigger church than they had, or, you know, and they really try to use that as their advantage. Not saying Kevin Johnson did. I'm just saying what I've seen in the past. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay, Rejoice. Al B said it's a good time. Ali B says it's a good time for all churches to go back and take a look at their paperwork process and finances. Yes. Yeah. Theodore Jackson said they need to be baptized in Jesus for the remission of their sins, and they shall receive the gift of the precious Holy Ghost. Take them down. Hey, get them up. Are they speaking? Did they speak? Okay, they don't have the Holy Ghost yet. Okay. All right. Come back next Sunday. All right, come back next week. Little Squire says, Deborah Jones, longtime president of the Mattie Fletcher Powell Satellite Laura B. Thomas Ministry, asked me to pass along. What you gonna pass along? The holiday party for senior citizens held in December for over a decade likely won't happen. Reverend Johnson has approved the funding. Johnson, let the elders, let the seniors eat. Approve the funding. You didn't give away no turkeys. You can't let the elderlies eat and have a little party. Get their little twerk on. Johnson. I know one thing. Somebody tell me if them elderly folks, them senior citizens didn't get a party this year. If anything, that ought to be coming out of Johnson's pocket himself. Forget the funding for that. That ought to be something that the pastor can do, you know. But if the funding was there and the people have given, approve it. Or if the funds aren't there, give them a reason why. Give them a reason why the funds aren't there this year. Could it be in your salary? Could it be in your $10,000 a month home, condo, whatever? Or whatever it was, you know, whatever the amount is. These seniors need to have a party, Deanna. Yeah, so he gonna punish the congregation because y'all sued him. That's what's going on. Please let me know if he don't let them seniors have a party. I'm going to raise some money over here at the St. James Show and get them seniors a party. It's shame and a sin. And you know, the thing about it, our seniors live a very minimal life. You know, they don't ask for a lot. They don't have a lot of the seniors. I gave, the first time they ever had one at the Baptist church that I was at, I gave a seniors appreciation day. I took it from the church that I used to go to, and I brought it over there. And one Sunday out of the year, it was adopt a senior. You got the senior. We had dinner, a nice, great dinner at the church. You adopted a senior. So every senior was adopted by someone in the church. You presented them with a great gift. And usually around Christmas time, you presented them with the gift. We had a great meal. There was I think the year I did it, the pastor made me speak. I actually spoke and brought a message to the seniors, just a message of appreciation. But those seniors some of them were crying. Some of them they just looked forward to it. They had on their very best that they can do. And they love it. They loved it. That's the least we can do for all the wisdom and the sacrifice and everything that our seniors have gone through. It really is. So, and they probably pay, I'm sure there was a way, something was probably given throughout the year to make that happen, I would assume. Do the bylaws and the IRS taxes to give him authority? I don't know. That's the question. It wouldn't seem to me, especially in the Baptist church, it seemed because they ran things off of budgets and things like that. So the trustees generally had to approve things like that. But the trustees can be puppeteered by the pastor. And in this case, it's been assumed that the trustees and the deacons are being puppeteered by Kevin Johnson. That's the assumption. My church celebrates seniors during the month of November. Bills get paid, homes clean. Oh my God, that is great. That is great. What's up, Mike Moore? Yeah, people like to fellowship with the seniors. They really do. Yeah. Read the petition. It is explained. Yeah. Okay. Oh, about the way it's supposed to go in regards to approvals and things like that. Yeah. I'm sure it is. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. You said no, it does not. Okay. Wow. I don't know who JMW is for or against in this chat. The pastor. See, that's what they don't like, though. Rejoice. Well, that's what they don't like. They don't like the fact that they're actually. See, he's coming out of his non-denominational church that he founded and he has full control over, and he's bringing that into Abyssinian. No, you got to drop that at the door. You're not non-denominational when you go into Abyssinian Baptist Church. You are subject under the bylaws and the rules and regulations of that church. The trustees and the deacons are the ones who are supposed to be running that church. That's what's supposed to be happening. And it seems to me the trustees and the deacons let the pastoral search committee run amok. That's what it seems to me. Seems like there was nobody checking on the pastoral search committee unless they were just ignoring what they were doing. Seems like no one was checking on that process from the deacons and the trustees. And perhaps they're still not checking anything. I don't understand how you don't have a giveaway at a church like that, a community church for so many years, and you don't at least give away some doggone turkeys, but you giving them away at your non-denominational church in Philadelphia. Did the deacons and trustees opt out of it on their own? And you had the full authority in Philadelphia to do what you wanted? That's why they had it? Is that the case? If it is, explain that. See, that's the problem with a lot of these churches. That happened in my church, the Baptist church I was at. A new pastor came in, cutting everything, spending all the money, in their words, and doing too much too soon, too quick. You don't do a lot of these changes on some of these older saints like that. Taking out pulpits and taking out chairs that were important. You don't do a lot of that stuff, Theodore Jackson. You got to leave some stuff. You do it gradually. That's wisdom. Do it gradually. You have to gain the trust of the people. Even if there was some questions in regards to the process, and you were not, you were kind of elected suspiciously, you should come in there as a meek little mouse and try to gain the love and respect of the people who were even against you. Everybody's human. People's hearts and minds can change. But if you come in there like a battle axe and ego-driven, as some are saying Kevin Johnson is, this is where we sit today. You sit on St. James Show with series, with a whole series. You know, they have to bring lawsuits because otherwise he won't address anything. Do the bylaws and IRS give him that authority? I don't think so. Where are the trustees? Hope they are bonded. Yeah, no, not a 501c3 organization. The pastor, I'm sure the pastor doesn't have the authority like that. It has to go through channels. Listen to his sermon last Sunday. Perhaps we need to bring that up. Let me bring it up. Hold on. The recent decision to fire Naomi Brown was consistently upheld the highest standards of perfect and excellence. Is nothing short of an effort to everything Abyssinian stands for. And to cast her aside is so callously is not just unjustified. It's betrayal of the values we, the high church, claim to uphold. My God, Michael Adams. My God. I'm wholeheartedly disappointed in the lack of outrage from both the members who are left and the church leaders who have remained silent. Got to watch them silent ones, boy. They just going to go along with the flow and, he said, a former member and Morehouse man. All right. You say your new pastor Morehouse, ain't he, Michael Adams? Ain't Kevin Johnson Morehouse? Yeah. You need Morehouse? Okay, let's pull this up. Now gonna make me go pull this man's sermon up last Sunday. See what he talking about. While we're pulling that up, will you be so kind and support the channel with your donations on today to make sure that we still have the best of the best to bring you the best and the worst of the worst, unfortunately. It's just how it goes around here. We love to bring you a lot of good things, but sometimes we got to cry loud and spare not. It's just the way it goes around here sometimes. So would you be so kind, make sure that you are supporting this channel with $ the St. James Show for Cash App or $ St. James Show for Cash App as well. There's two. And then if you want to do Zelle or PayPal, make sure you send using the St. James Show at att.net. That is the St. James Show at att.net. All right. And there is our P.O. box if you would like to send me anything. I do get some things in the mail and I appreciate you. St. James, P.O. Box 25293, Fresno, California 93729-5293. And it's always scrolling at the bottom, okay? Scrolling right there at the bottom. So all the information you need to know to support the channel is right there. Now let me bring up this stuff. Abyssinian. Okay. Okay. They say he don't know how to preach, but I'm not going. That ain't me saying it. I ain't heard it. Let me bring it up. Shake the dust. That's the sermon. Oof. He told y'all, didn't he? He said, shake y'all devils off. That y'all trying to sue him. He gonna shake the dust off his feet. Waiting for permission. Use microphone. Yeah. Allow. I don't know what that was about. Move. Is it there? It is. It is black on my screen. Oh, there it is. Okay. Cry loud and spare not, Montreal York. Let's see here. What y'all sing? What y'all sing Sunday? All right. All right. What's the problem? Look like they having church over there at Abyssinian. What are y'all talking about? Look like it's church time over there. Can only do the choir like this February and for Juneteenth. So this is Black History Month and Juneteenth, Ray? Okay. All right. All right, hold on. Let's get to this sermon. Let me see what else they saying. Let me see what else they saying. I'm nosy.
I'm standing in the deep.
Oh yeah, one of my favorites, Standing in the Need. All right, John P. Key. All right. Y'all got, James Hall on James Hall like on the organ. What's going on here? What did he say?
Thank God for you and for your presence. Beloved, we have a few number of visitors who are here today, and I want to first acknowledge this person. This is Mr. Beto Nana Larte.
Oh,
and is
all right, Beto, welcome.
She did. So that's our big sister, and so glad to see her, but also Kanika and Ali. And I had the privilege of marrying them. And y'all's, what's the connection for today? Y'all's baby is being baptized today? Oh my God, praise God. Gabby, oh my God, this is just.
Now, Ebony said the choir director was sniffing the white girl. Is this the particular one, Ebony? Is that the one, or is it somebody else? Not this one?
God, we thank you now.
Lord,
for
I
this
know
gift.
all this stuff.
Things that I had to learn.
When there's usually a lot of singing, that's because the preacher ain't got much to say.
Hard in ministry is how to divorce myself from toxicity. I had to learn how to divorce myself from people and folk who just always are just negative. Life is too short for you to be that mad. I'm sorry. Life is too short for you to be that miserable. And what I've had to learn is that I've had to, even Dr. D. Dow Griffin says that there is the space between the logs. He says the way that you keep the fire burning is that you got to have some space that is there. And beloved, sometimes you got to create space. And if they keep trying to get in your space, you got to learn how to just shut the door. You see, I know some of you all who are here today, some of you love to garden. As I was in Austin this past week, and I was driving by the recreation center, Alamo Recreation Center. It used to be really for Black people.
Speed this up.
That there is this special ministry that God has, and it's the ministry of Bah. And that ministry is a ministry that sometimes You have to be comfortable with just letting people go. You have to.
He's comfortable with firing all y'all from over there, even the poor Naomi Graham.
To be comfortable with saying, look, it's okay. I'm fine. It didn't work out. I mean, there's some of y'all who are here today, you're thinking about that ministry. You're like saying, I wish I would have known about this. Listen, I want everybody to stay married. Trust me, I'm not encouraging divorce. But there are some of you right now, you need to embrace the ministry of Abba. You need to begin to move on in your life, because the longer you hold on.
He's not promoting divorce now, is he? No, not Dr. Johnson.
To people, to institutions, to places, you're never going to reach your full potential. That's why Jesus says, as much as he wants his disciples to go out and to love everybody, he says right here in Matthew chapter 10, shake the dust and keep on moving. Because what Jesus was saying, you've got to learn how to love yourself. Amen.
Would everybody take this time right now and just hug yourself? Just hug yourself. Love fellowship. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, Ray. You want to hear them sing Make Me Better? Doubt it. He didn't. Yeah, did he take it to the cross? I didn't hear the death, burial, and resurrection. You know, you don't get out of a Baptist pulpit without talking about, but one day they took him on to Golgotha's heel. And they whipped him all the way down the road. Then they put my God on that rugged cross. And they beat and whipped him, and they pierced him in his side and gave him a crown of thorns. But y'all, you know what he did now? He died. He died right on the cross. Yes, Lord, my Jesus died right on the cross. They took him off the cross and put him in Joseph's borrowed tomb. But he didn't stay there. He got up. He got up with own power in his hand. Oh, he got up. Now you can get up. Now get up out of here and shake the dust off your feet. Come on, everybody. Just kick them up, put them up, and put them down. Shake the dust off your feet. Oh, give God a praise. Come on, choir. Come on. That was the close. What it should have been. That Dewey gonna preach that cross, baby. He gonna preach the cross. Johnson, they don't kick you out of there for not preaching the cross, the death, burial, and resurrection. Unless he slipped it in earlier and we bypassed it. Shake, rattle, and roll. There you go. There you go, Nicola. Preaching the gospel message prior to the heresy entry. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord have mercy. Well, y'all, we're not going to tarry long. I appreciate y'all for coming up, but trust me, listen, going forward, if you would like to maybe chit chat about this lawsuit, well, it don't have to be about the lawsuit, because a lot of you can't talk about the lawsuit. You know, you can't do that, especially if you're involved in the lawsuit. But you can talk about your experience pre-Kevin Johnson and your experience post-Kevin Johnson, or if you're still a member of Abyssinian and you would like to talk about the positive things of the church and Kevin Johnson. If you are a supporter and you believe that everything was done decently and in order, everything was done according to the bylaws. Now, if you can't confirm that, I wouldn't get up here capping for nobody, all right? If you can't be 100% sure or relatively sure with some proof that things were, done with the pastoral search committee the proper way, then I wouldn't suggest that you get on here running your mouth. But listen, we're open to listening to anybody. What's up, Leah? We're open and listening to anybody. They have John Doe 10 as correction officer. You know what? Let me see that real quick. Let me see that, because somebody said that, but I didn't. Hold on. I didn't see that, Nicola. What's my account? Let me see if I get into Pacer. Oh, Lord, here I am, God, without one plea. Lord, I come to thee, thanking you for your goodness, thanking you for your kindness. Lord, I want to thank you for your mercy. Had it not been for those twins, Grace and the twin called Mercy, I don't know where I would be. Oh, Lord. Where we at? Let me see. Order the motion. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's... Why is it doing that again? Oh, okay. I always get into it wrong. Let me go back. I want to view a document. I want to view that one. There we go again with that bull. I always get into it wrong. Why do I supposed to get into this? Case summary. No, it's the history and documents. I want the most recent. It always be saying I don't have access, but I do have access. But I always just get into it wrong. That's the complaint. I don't see any movement. I don't know, Nicole. I've heard that too. Don't forget to say at the end of the Lord. And he said, there you gotta put that in there. I don't see there's been no movement since the 27th, so we'll see. I think we'll either see something Monday or Tuesday. I think the courts are back in on Monday. So we'll see some action. I do believe we're going to have some action in a lot of cases next week. I do believe there will be some action. So we will sit tight and we will see what's happening. What's up, Gerard? So I'm sure that the pulpit committee from AB left no stone unturned. Dear Sister Reverend Doctor would do well for her own legacy to move on from this. I'm telling you. I'm trying to tell you. She should be quiet. You said, dear Sister Reverend Doctor. Now, Larry McCray, are you related to William? Are you speaking of Kevin Johnson or Kimya Johnson, the wife? People say shady stuff in the chat, so I'm not sure who you're talking about when you called them dear Sister Reverend Doctor. Not sure who you're talking about. He is all about politics and money. He doesn't have a heart for the people. My God. Oh, Kevin. Well, the church looked like it's full, That's a mega church compared to, after the pandemic, some of these churches look like it's full. So is it just the new pastor fullness? Because, you either get a new pastor or a new church and people come for a while. The church I'm going to just bought a new building. So by the time they get ready to get in there, people will be coming. Now, if they're going to stay is the question. But people do come to churches for new pastors and new buildings, you know. They talking about Ebony? Yeah, who they talking about? Ebony? I don't know. I don't know, Cyber Diva. I was trying to figure that one out myself. I don't know. No idea. Make sure that you guys are hit your notifications are on YouTube. Make sure that you always look at my community wall. A lot of you send me stuff that I already have posted on my community wall. So before you send me something that you think I ought to know, check the community wall. Is probably already on there. Okay. But some of you send me stuff that I don't know about. So, you know, I don't knock you for that. But yeah. So the looky-loos. Okay. And maybe the court case will make a certain people shut up because they are out of the root of all of it. They was too big. Baby, Michael Jackson is the Michael Jackson effect is in full effect right now. The Michael Jackson effect. Me? No. I didn't. No. I said it. No, I didn't say no. No, I didn't say that. Not me. I said this. I didn't say that. No, you said it. And you said it with your chest. You said it with your chest. So is that the truth? Dr. Ebony Marshall Turner was supposed to be pastor, but the chairman did not want a woman. See, I heard there was supposed to be a woman pastor, so they first tried to do it as it was like sexist or whatever, like a lawsuit. Is that the thing behind her lawsuit? I gotta read her lawsuit. Dr. Ebony, I can pull that up on Pacer, can't I? Ebony Marshall Turman. Let me go back. Turman. Look at me. I have been set free. All my sins are washed away. Unless she got it under another name. All because Christ has set me free. Oh, here it is. Marshall Thurman versus the Abyssinian. Oh, Jesus, here it is. Let's see the documents. Order. Ooh, there was an order on the 22nd. Okay, but the complaint was number 1. Let's read the order first. I want to see what this newest order was. Look at me. I have been set free. All my sins are washed away. My nights turn to day. All because Christ has set me free. An order issued adjourned to initial pretrial conference pending further order. Defendant requests to stay of discovery pending resolution of the motion granted. Okay. All right. So let's go back to, I want to see what she's suing for. Let's see what Dr. Ebony is suing for. What you suing for? She wants a jury demand. Ooh. Okay. This is the act to recover damage and equitable relief under the New York Executive Law, Section 290, and the Administrative Code of the Reverend Dr. Marsha Turman seeks redress for injuries she sustained as a result of defendant's unlawful employment discrimination against her on the basis of her gender. Oh, God. Oh, here it is. Oh, y'all want to see it? Oh, my bad. I could have showed y'all. Where is it at? Let me see. Let me see if I can show y'all. Share screen. Entire screen. No, not that one. Not that one. I'm on Chrome. That's right. Cancel. Oh, let me do it like this. This is interesting, Dr. This is interesting. Let's save as. Oh, I can just download it. Swansea. Oh, Lord, I got to talk about that Peace Apostolic over there. What's up that pastor over there, Peace? He trying to keep it. He another one trying to keep his old church just in case it go awry at the new church. Boy, I tell you, these people are slick. They slick. Oh, but we own you. We know what you're doing. We know what you're doing. What y'all talking about? This is church or drag? I don't know. It seemed like a drag ball to me. Where is these people at? Is it desktop or what did I do with it? I done lost the document, y'all. Oh, here it go. There it go. I just saw the document. There it is right there. Look at me. Dun, 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 dun. I have been set free. All my sins are washed away. My nights turn to day. Love me some Tremaine, boy. Let me put it over here. Copy. Put it over here. Maybe it'll work better over here. Yeah. That it? There it is. We got it. We got it now. Oh, let me take this off the screen. Tap, tap, ta. Oh. Unlawful employment, discrimination against her on the basis of gender. Wow. So I guess she was saying she was supposed to be the pastor. Well, I don't know. You done told off the first lady. I don't know. Venue. Right before filing a complaint. Copy of the same. Plaintiff is female. Employee. So what was Dr. Ebony's position before Kevin Johnson got there? Was she the interim pastor? What was her position? Will somebody tell me that? Employee within the... So I guess she was an employee. The new pulpit committee, Peter Johnson as a principal candidate. Yeah. Background. Plaintiff earned, okay. That's her background. License, okay. That's her background. Let's get to the complaint. Gender discrimination. Plaintiff was the youngest woman to be named assistant minister of Abyssinian and the second woman to preside over the ordinances in Abyssinian's more than 200-year history. Reverend Dr. Calvin O. Butts III was a senior pastor at Abyssinian for more than 33 years and the entirety of plaintiff's employment as assistant minister. Oh, she was the assistant minister under Reverend Butts. Although Dr. Butts called plaintiff the best minister I have ever had and the smartest minister I have ever had, he also told her that she would never be the senior pastor of Abyssinian because the church would never hire a woman for the position. Was she suing because of what Dr. Butts told her? In April 2022, Abyssinian formed a search committee to find a senior pastor to replace Dr. Butts, who was retiring for health-related reasons. Article 7, Section 7 of Abyssinian's bylaws mandates that whenever the office of the pastor becomes vacant, a committee of not more than 17 members in good standing shall be appointed by the diaconate to serve as the pulpit search committee. Despite these requirements, Dr. Butts, not the diaconate, selected 27 persons to serve on the committee, and upon information and belief, this was done at least in part to ensure that the new pastor was male. Oh, Dr. Ebony then came out really swinging. Oh, wow. According to Abyssinian's bylaws, marital status, age, and gender should never be considered in the selection process for hiring a senior pastor. In August 2022, Abyssinian posted that it was hiring a senior pastor. The search for a new senior pastor consisted of 5 rounds thus far. For the first round, Abyssinian invited applicants to apply through submissions and curriculum, viet, and evidence of credentials. No later than okay, we got that. I don't want to read all this. Okay. We heard about the Zoom interviews. Yeah. Prior to her Zoom interview, several members of the committee held the opinion that plaintiff was clearly the strongest applicant for the senior pastor position. Wow. Okay, now it's coming back to me how I remember them saying that there was a discrimination in regards to gender. I remember that now. Prior to the interview. Okay. At the event. Okay. Nevertheless, the committee decided to exclude plaintiff from the next round of 5 finalists for the senior pastor position. Wow. Gender discrimination motivated the decision not to be to hire plaintiff, a fact discussed openly during meetings at the committee, including by Grant and another committee member who said the Abyssinians would only hire women as its senior pastor over my dead body. My God, today. Oh, God. Oh, God. In September 2023, Grant informed that Grant woman, I think that was that, where's she at? Grant and another committee. Yeah, she was over that committee. Okay. In September 23, Grant informed plaintiff in writing that she was not one of the 5 finalists. A Yale professor. Okay. All right. Grant was not authorized by full committee to inform plaintiff of that she was. So Grant was not authorized by the full committee to inform plaintiff that she was not one of the 5 finalists, as other members of the committee objected on account of gender discrimination and were not informed in advance about Grant's dismissal of Reverend Dr. Marshall Thurman from the candidate pool. All the 5 finalists were male, and none were more qualified than plaintiff to be the next senior pastor of Abyssinian. Okay. Several members of the committee approached plaintiff's husband after reading her complaint on social media and verified that the decision was motivated by gender discrimination, and to inform him that documentary evidence of this fact existed. Oh, Lord. They told her husband, yeah, they didn't include your wife. They was discriminating against her. Ooh, the committee. Oh, what a committee. Ooh, that committee was from hell, wasn't he? Ooh, who prayed over that committee? Jesus. He telling all the secrets. They lying and well, allegedly. My God. As and for first account. Okay. As second account. Okay. What accounts? So what she want? Plaintiff demands the following relief. Come on, Lokovich. I think she dodged a bullet over there. I don't know. Would it be as bad as it was now with Kevin Johnson? Had another pastor been in there? I just don't. According to what we've read and what's been presented, just seems like they did not do that committee. That committee was all off. That's what it seems. This is her relief. She wants a money judgment against defendants for her damages, including, but not limited to, lost wages, lost benefits, and other economic damages, shame, humiliation, embarrassment, and mental distress. Yeah, so you know all that ranting and raving you did online, Dr. Ebony, just say you was stressed out, baby. Just say you stressed out. Instatement into the senior pastor position for which plaintiff was not hired, or alternatively front pay, an award of attorney's fees, punitive damages, prejudgment interest and costs, and injunction against defendants engaging in future gender discrimination in hiring, and such further and additional relief as the court deems just and appropriate under the circumstances. Woo! My God. So what y'all think? Y'all think Dr. Ebony has a case? Is it hearsay? Is it a case? Is what? What do you think? Exactly correct, Bishop. All of. You said a local trusted pastor would come in and moderate the election and go with the decision of the congregation. Okay, is that how it should go? Okay. If she was ranked number 1 by the search committee, the complaint should say so explicitly. I didn't read everything now. I didn't read everything. I'd scanned through it all. I know she did mention that she was told that she was ranked high, but then all of a sudden she wasn't in the 5. So I don't know. But let's see what it's doing now, though. Okay, is this hers? No, that's Jake's. That's Jake's. Let me go back. What documents do we have? That order, repayment, support, notice to dismiss. Oh, they tried to dismiss it in April. Guess it didn't work. Didn't work. Lord, that Abyssinian attorney, boy, he working overtime. He got lawsuits coming out of the wow. That's crazy. This is church, y'all. That's why I'm here. That's why I have the carnal church sector, because these people ain't operating in nothing spiritual. You know, very spiritual is a second thought. Carnality seems to be the first thought. It's the politics, it's the business of it, it's the money. That's why I have deemed this sector the carnal church sector. We have people, like, mad church disease. He can tell a story. We have people, I'm Miss Tasha Global over there. She got a lot to say these days. She has a lot to say, and I ain't calling her crazy. Oh no, I'm not calling her crazy. It's crazy when you're talking something. Oh, they just off over there. They just off. Ain't nobody off. Sane mind. Just saying what we saying. But man, Abyssinian, y'all got a lot of problems going on. She was employed. Yeah, no. She applied for the position to the pastoral search time. She was employed. Then she applied to be, when they put the deal up that they were hiring a pastor, she applied. Yeah. Shardy said he prayed she win the case. All right. Okay. Yeah, they said she absolutely has a case. Yeah, it just grieves everybody. It really does. It's wild. Wild. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me tonight. I hope you have a wonderful. Did everybody have a good Thanksgiving? Man, I tell you, we went off to Thanksgiving, and then the poll to let 5 people got fired a week before Thanksgiving over that Abyssinian. I tell you, did you wait till after well, I guess they say then she got fired before Christmas. Guess it ain't really a good time to do it during the holidays. Kevin Johnson about to piss some people off over there royally. Yeah, it ain't gonna be good. It ain't gonna be good. Philadelphia, are you ready to receive your pastor back? Dare to imagine, are y'all ready? Looks to me he coming back. He ain't never left because he's still a pastor over there. He keeping, you know, he keeping a, you know how you go over your other family house, your side chick, and you got a drawer over there at the house. He keeping a drawer over there to imagine. Keeping his stuff in a drawer. Have you read Rosalind Williams' case? I have. Yeah, I read it. Yeah. I heard she's a crook. But everybody's backpedaling now. Oh, no, she was on the up and up when she was with us. Okay. And just when she did that, she was a crook. She wasn't a crook over here. But some people in the chat were saying they made money off her. They said that she told them the right stuff and made some money. So, you know, broke clock can be right twice a time. It's right twice a day, right? Thank you, JMW. Our final words on this: the current pastor has become the Donald Trump of the 132 Odell Clark Place. He lies when the truth is enough and constantly waddles in drama and maintain. I can only imagine how he is behind closed doors, though. I've been under pastors that they say that he is. They can cuss you up a storm. You start talking about money and issues and stuff, they gonna wear you out. They don't care. And they're saying that they over there fighting in every meeting. Every meeting they have, they over there fighting and arguing. And he's smiling out on Sunday mornings talking about shake the dust. He needs the Holy Ghost. I can't even say he's a good motivational speaker. Go over there and send out the Joel Osteen if you're going to do it. Figure out how he do it. No oil. Dry. Remember the commercials? I can spell dry. Dry. Lil English said, I made money with her. She gave good foundation tips for stocks. Okay, well, listen. I think what she did was something to do with rent, right? She counted out some rent she was supposed to be sending into the owner's account, and she put it in her account. Is that what she did? So that didn't have nothing to do with her stock tips. I guess that, yeah. That's what people were saying. They made some money off of her. But she came busy and it was a wrap. Couldn't get invited to speak. Oh, yeah. You know, they don't want no women in there. What's up, BK Morgan? I had a good Thanksgiving. Thank you. Appreciate it. You know, we got a lot of, Donald Trumpy people around here. Let me tell you, Donald Trump got more fans and followers than we know. I was sitting at a table with my friends on, where were we at? Was it last night? Yeah, last night we were hanging out. And I was supposed to come on last night, y'all, but I got caught up with my friends. We was out late. And because we had some friends out from out of town and all that. So they were holding me hostage. I was trying to go home. I was like, I want to go home. They were holding me hostage. But I was just telling them there's a lot more people, with this election that we found out. And I'm not here to be, the cash dispersers pro or against, but the fact of the matter is we have more people that have Trump mentalities than we know that's living amongst us, our friends, our family, people that you wouldn't think, but they actually have that Trump mentality. And they're happy that he got in. They're just secret about it. And people are moving quite Trumpy. So, and they have been, especially some of these pastors. Oh, but y'all never gave her money for a service? That's the question of the hour. So little English, come to the front of the sanctuary. We have a question for you. Rejoice said, me too. I made some money with her too. Okay, questions for you also, Rejoice. Ray has a question for you. He says, oh, but y'all never gave her money for a service. Did you ever give her money for a service? For her to tell you the stock tips, or she just gave you the stock tips of free will? Just a question. About 55. She profited. Yeah, about 55K. She did. I didn't vote right wing or left wing because it's the same bird. Yeah, same bird, different jungle. Well, say it with your chest there, Rejoice. Kevin is a butthole. I worked with him. He needs Jesus. Well, the people have spoken, Reverend Kevin. They said you a butthole. Would you like to counteract that and double her super chat, Reverend Johnson? I know you in here somewhere. Reverend, would you like to double her super chat and to counteract that? Do you believe that or not? Thank you for putting the color on it there, Rejoice. Thank you for some of y'all. Y'all seen some cash apps y'all sent. I appreciate you. Or y'all be sending me. Let me see what else y'all sent me. Check my Facebook DMs. Y'all send me stuff. If you want to get me stuff kind of quickly, kind of send it on Instagram, The St. James Show. That gets it to me kind of quicker than Facebook. Okay. They've always been listed, but says the lawyers had to correct how they listed them. I don't know where more. Guess it's T. Oh, click parties. Okay, thank you. All right, let me go back to, is that, I'm figuring that's Jake's. Let me go back to Jake's. Let me click parties. Where's that one at? Hold on, y'all. We still investigating over here. Yes, we are. Party. Okay, John Doe. Okay. 1, 10, defendant, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, so there's still no names on it, but I do remember something like that I read that says something about something was incorrect and they had to go and correct something. But when you click on parties now, there's no John Does on there. So if there were some John Does, and I know people were talking about there was some correctional officers. Ooh, Jesus. That may be something to do with when he was in jail and some phone. Oh, I feel it. Oh, I feel it. I feel the fire burning. Yes, I do. I feel something in my spirit. Next week. Can somebody type next week? Somebody just type next week. But there's no parties on there now. Because I do believe they had to take them out. A matter of fact, I think there was something, I read something, because when it says the case summary, I read it. Yeah, not case summary. Let me see. Where the picture? Come on. Come in. It's taking slow. We downloaded. Maybe download it wouldn't come in. Okay, so yeah, this was previous. Okay. But I'm on the actual, okay. It said number 8 said the correctional officer John. Number 9 said correctional officer John. Okay. But why would they be a defendant? A correctional officer be a defendant? Does anybody have a theory on that one, Ray? Mm-hmm. Behalf appearance by Lawrence. Civil. Set up. Right. Yes, this is what I had read previously. Because they said there had to be some corrections. Okay. All right. And then somebody else sent me something. Let me go to this one over here. Okay. Oh, happy Thanksgiving. I don't know who sent me that. Know when you give no vacation, but check your Facebook DMs. Who is that? Oh, that was you. That was so funny. I'm sorry. Yeah, sometimes if I have my phone always turned off though. If it don't, it buzzes. I haven't heard my phone ring in I don't know how long. Leah, you still there? You was out there at the jute joint last night. I see you. You was out there at the jute joint with your hot pants on and your boots and your glittery blouse. And then you had Keisha over there looking like Mammy Mafu and her. Like she had a muumuu on as usual. At least you didn't look like her. If you're gonna sin, go in a limo. Don't take a taxi. No, don't log me out. Oh, next week. Could it be phone calls? Why would a correctional officer be named as a defendant? She had a private group I made being into you lost interest. Oh, okay. Ranked higher than Johnson. I think everybody ranked higher than Johnson. That's right. If it's wrong, what I'm doing, I'll be the first one to know. My God. Do this. Somebody else about to send me something. Oh, she followed by her. What's this about? Oh. Ooh. I'm still just really, I'm really interested to see why the correctional officers would be defendants in the Jakes case. I know we cross some cases right now. We'd be all right. I don't know. You said, oh, what'd you say? I wanted to say, sorry, I was cooking this, but it could have been a lot of things. Maybe they aided his contact delay read, or it was his plotting. They know and didn't say anything. Or jail personnel that could have listened on the phone call. But I would think they would be called as witnesses instead of defendants or well, did he talk to them about slicing some of the pie? Once he got the pie, if you let me do these calls, I don't know. It can be a number of things. They can verify who visited or was privy to the recorded phone calls. But my thing wouldn't that just be subpoenaed as a witness? I don't see why they would be listed as a co-defendant. Come on, lawyers in the chat, let her help us out. Yeah, the guy that's suing TD Jakes was a convicted child predator pastor, preacher. Wouldn't the correctional office be either fired or under investigation at work? That's what I'm saying. I got too many questions, y'all. I got too many questions. Phone calls and information being shared while he was in custody. That wasn't supposed to be. Phone calls and information. What you cooking, Ray? Stovetop, hamburger helper, what you doing? Y'all gotta, I don't know. I'm just so curious. What's up, Armand? You see, they got a new pastor over there at your mama church over there at Peace. What's up with him? Bishop Doyle. I think that's his name. He ain't letting go on his other church. They're talking about they got one church, 2 locations. Just in case something go awry over there at Peace, he's going to run back over there to his church. We know stupid. We know stupid. Burgers and fries. Quick. I know that's right. After all that Thanksgiving, listen, I had some pozole today. I'm just hooked on some pozole, but I had it at a different spot today and it was so good. It was really, my daughter told me to go to this spot because she had went, and I just went in there because I was running errands and getting everything and buying Christmas stuff. And I popped in there. It was good. Oh, he's a good guy. His family. Okay. I don't know who he is. I don't know. I don't really know who he is. Well, they're going to eat him up in court. Oh, they're gonna obliviate him in court. It's gonna be. I wish I can be there in the court. I may have to go visit. Oh, I don't want to go to. Well, I do. I do have some saints who've been trying to get me to go to Philly, but this is one I don't even need to be in the courtroom. He gonna get towed up, and everybody associated with him gonna get towed up. Oh boy. But the backpedaling has begun. People were so adamant about taking Jakes down. Stay on the wall. Stay the course. Take him down. Take him down. Don't back up now. Because they came out swinging. Woof, woof. Woof, woof. Woof, woof. Woof, woof. Oh, no, I have uncovered so much. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Marcella, what'd you do now? What'd you do? No, not his. Not his no more. No, Larry. No, Marcellus, you got it wrong. Not his. Prior. Not now. Correctional officers sworn by oath to uphold the law. A bodyguard would know his every move. Ooh. They have hit all the videos. I was able to get in one of them before they did. Oh, is there deleting going on? Ain't no deleting going on, is there? Ain't nobody taking no videos down, Marcellus. I don't believe it. You a liar, Marcellus. Mad church disease. You lying on these people. You reading documents. My God. These Jakes shouldn't be let to bother him a lot. If he gets his, you know what? If I was Jakes, well, Sarah preaching tomorrow, which she probably should, because he just got out the hospital. But let me tell you, he ought to preach one of the most fireness sermons he ever thought about. Whew. Yes, they were sad. My God. You say, if they interview his victim, he's going to look. I don't understand that. And to say that this guy was the most honest that you've come across, he's a manipulator. He knows how to manipulate. Where's the spirit of discernment on this guy? You don't even have to speak in tongues to figure out the anointing they have on this one. I looked at him and said, you did what now? And what you talking about? Get the hell out of here. Nobody want to hear what you got to say. Be gone. Yeah, we know stupid. You said you would chat wow, y'all. Okay, Monday. You doing Monday? Okay. You said, I listened until I understood to these words before he had his own statement. This man at the least said Psalms 19. But let me tell you, I just think it's amazing. I I want to know if Bernard Jordan or Manasseh will say something, no, if they're going to say anything about it. But I guarantee you, T.D. Jakes' attorneys didn't have a great meal. They nibbled and they researched. They nibbled at Thanksgiving and they researched. They nibbled and they got on the phone and made some calls. They nibbled and they prepared some subpoenas. They nibbled and they got some phone calls from prison. They nibbled. They nibbled. They was busy at work. I guarantee you. They were busy. Oh, but I told y'all, I said in the beginning, so it's not gonna be good for these folks. I told y'all, I told them, leave it alone or put the proof out. Leave it alone or put the unadulterated proof out so we can collaborate your stories. That's all we asked. Put the proof out. And you will be held the ultimate truth teller, proof giver, and we're going to back you. It never came. Too far, Matrella York. Are you still stuck at a 40-year-old student vexed if they were adding? Yeah. And they were intentional about making sure that, they was going to leave that open for additional names. They was intentional with that. Yeah, he glossed over his convictions, but as the complaint that Jakes put out, he didn't tell the full story. We still want to figure out who these two boys are, two boys that you adopted, where they at, do they have a story? He wouldn't give no ages of none of his kids. He gave for the girls, he gave a year or something they was born or something. And he moved quickly beyond that. Thou swiftly. But we still didn't get no information on these boys that you adopted. And why you adopting boys? Yeah. Sin of omission. My God, possibly. Possibly. I hope y'all have a beautiful evening. I'm getting out of here. Abyssinian Baptist Church in the city of Harlem. We're going to stay on the wall. We're going to keep on figuring out what's going on, and we're going to take this to the end to see what happens. Will Kevin Johnson remain as pastor of Abyssinian Baptist Church in Harlem, or will he pack up his information and his grip and move on back to Philadelphia and continue to pastor Dare to Imagine Church that he founded? Okay, that's the question. Will his wife continue to fight on social media and argue? Will the children come in and join in the fight? I don't know. Sister Johnson, bridle your tongue and bridle your fingers, right? Spend your time getting close with the ladies of the church, sharing your heart with them, keeping all that negativity away off of social media, off of your conversations. Now is not the time for you to stick up for your husband. He's a big boy. These are his choices. Allow him to walk this thing out. If y'all got to pack up and you got to go back into law, I'm sure you'll do well for the family. Until then, it would behoove you to hush up and stop all that fighting on Facebook and social media. Regardless of what you say, if you think it's right or not, it may be. What you say may be right. You may be said the right thing. Wrong time. Wrong time. Hold your horses. Go shopping for Christmas. This may be your last Christmas in New York, though. Possibly. Might be your last Christmas in New York. You may be having a Philly Christmas next year. But that's okay. That's okay. Y'all worked hard in Philadelphia. Going back over there. We don't know. We'll see what thus says the outcome. All right? We will see y'all very soon. And make sure you support the channel, $ The St. James Show with CashApp. And for Zelle and PayPal, The St. James Show at att.net is our email address. You can also use that email address to communicate with me on Instagram, The St. James Show. And listen, make sure you're subscribing. And I'm also on Facebook as well. So I'll be chatting with you guys soon. Let's get out of here. I appreciate your support. Appreciate the one who subscribed on tonight, the super chats as well. Make sure that you have your notifications on, notification bell, so you will be notified when I post something on the community board and when I go live. Thank you so much and have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday evening and Sunday. All right? God bless you.